Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Boebert and Biden and impeachment and McCarthy and how he handled it and why he did what he did and how all of that is shaping up and why it's happening. So, if you have no clue what occurred, Representative Boebert used a procedural move to attempt to force a vote on the House floor to impeach Biden. Why specifically? That's kind of a mystery. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but whatever. The attempt was made. It was a pizza cutter motion. All edge, no point. Okay? McCarthy intervened. The Republican Speaker of the House kind of didn't stop it, but definitely delayed it a little bit. It appears that this attempt will be heading to the Judiciary and Homeland Security Committees. Okay, so why is all of this happening? We were just talking about how the Republican base, particularly the base of the far-right Republicans like Bobert, that they're getting impatient. They've been told that it's all treason, but nobody's doing anything. The Republicans that leaned into that inflammatory rhetoric, that inaccurate rhetoric, they're not acting like the Republic is at stake. The pressure is more intense on the far right. So this was Boebert trying to, quote, do something. McCarthy intervened. Why would McCarthy do this? One, it wasn't going anywhere. Realistically, let's say it makes it out of the House. It's certainly not going anywhere in the Senate. And in the process of making it out of the House, what would happen? It would put the Republicans who are in vulnerable districts, those that need those swing votes, in a position where they had to cast a vote that would alienate either the swing voter, the independent, or it would alienate the energized Republican base, those who believe that rhetoric. It's funny because when that video came out, when we were talking about how this was going to become an issue, people were like, well, do you have specifics? And for the record, what I talked about as far as the responses on social media, those are quotes. That actually happened. But if you're talking about a specific policy, here you go. This is one of those times, and this was very dramatic. I mean, you're talking about a snap decision on impeachment. Obviously, in normal political times, this wouldn't occur. But Republicans, particularly those who leaned into that inaccurate rhetoric, they're feeling the pressure. And they're trying to appease their base. However, for those Republicans who aren't in just ridiculously red districts, they can't take a vote like that and make it. They won't get reelected. They can't use that rhetoric. McCarthy needs those representatives who are in vulnerable districts far more than he needs the hardline far-right Republicans. So you will see McCarthy move to lean towards center, do things that don't make a whole lot of sense, like protecting Biden from an impeachment process. McCarthy wants what every first-year Speaker of the House wants. Another year. And then another. And then another. In order to do that, whether he likes it or not, he has to move the Republican Party back towards center. The far-right Republicans, they're not a help to him. They're a hindrance, because that inflammatory rhetoric is a liability. So that's what occurred. Expect to see more of it. That type of conflict within the Republican Party between what passes as a moderate Republican and the far right. And the source of it is the pressure that they're feeling because of their own rhetoric. I guess, toning down their rhetoric isn't something they've considered yet. But I feel like that's kind of their only way out at this point. Now, I had no idea that was going to happen when that video went out. Just a happy coincidence. But I would expect more of it, even though it's probably not going to be quite as dramatic as a snap impeachment vote. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.